Welcome back to Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now you would have probably heard the story that they found two men in the Whitehall area, right, and that's off Redlands Road in St. Andrew, and basically them find the man them without a head, right. Now the first thing that puzzled me was the fact that nobody from Whitehall never recognized the man them. So that shows you some out of town business. But I figured I'll just give it some time, right, because I know the community where the man them come from, that's where most of the PIA would start to reach out. So said, so done. Which community was that? Maxfield. Maxfield, the man them come from, right. Two of them lose them head. People, I want if you understand something. If you understand, say Maxfield, I get hot again. Rome and William Lane in a war, and people have been losing them life. Now, just like most of the other places in Jamaica, there's no real big fuss about it. Of course, they're not seeing it on the news. And to be honest, when is Maxfield ever cool for any long period anyway, right? But the brother them will lose them head. If you understand, say one of them named Blackie, right, and the next one named Platty, right? So Blackie and Platty lose them head. Now, how did it all go down? People, Blackie come from Rome, right? Remember, I said Rome and William in a war. So the man them want to get back somebody. And if you understand, say Blackie is a top 87, right? And Platty are like him little, I guess him little apprentice, run on with him and keep up the foolishness. So the man them decide them and get them out. How did they do it? Who did they use? Come on, PIA, you know the answer. Kerosene. Kerosene encourage the man them to go to Whitehall, carry them go in a yard, give them the you know what, right? You know the thing where man continue to dash them life for. You know the thing where woman have that has made many a great kings dash them kingdom for. Yes, Blackie and Platty got led astray by their small head. Now what happened to men who get lead down the path of death and destruction by their small head? Well, the one them who lucky, them get to tell the story and them can say, boy, I can't believe me make it. But the one them who unlucky, well, them end up with a Whitehall with no head upon them body. You see, the Kerosene them give the man them a serious wine. Because if you understand, say, the man them drop asleep. After them done do what them do, the man them drop asleep, so you know, so the Kerosene them put on a A-class performance, right? The man them walk in upon them while them asleep, torture them, beat them up, mash them up, shoot them, draw them upon the field, take off them head. I don't know what it is about bad man, where them don't learn, so this idea I drop asleep and draw bungie like say things say, you're law abiding man, it's complete madness to me. It's the same thing happened to bad fam. Man then go in upon him while them asleep. Right? Same thing with this brother, top 87. Right? People afraid of you do this thing and do that. And then one local wine from a Kerosene and you curl up in your sleep like say you don't have sandals or some vacation. I don't understand. I don't understand. Well, people will know what will happen now. Will know what will happen now. Because obviously Roman them now go take this. Them lose 2 one time and in an extremely gruesome manner. But you see which party go? Whitehall. So to the point that even Whitehall people have scratched them head. How would them Utah? What them are doing at the place? And then to make things worse, where you say the man them originally move with the head from the body them. So when time them turn up, people couldn't even find the head them find them a separate place. This is what's happening in 2020 now. Let me just put this out there. Because I see a lot of people commenting on social media and saying, boy, look what Jamaica come to. And can't believe them things are happening in Jamaica. Understand something. This is only because we're living in the social media era. People are Spanish Town. People from Lariston, Chadiga Park, Gravelites, and in place there. The idea and stories of hearing people losing them head almost get normalized to them. It's only because Instagram wasn't around in 2009, 10, 11, 12. You see, if social media was as big now as it was then, you would have been seeing pictures daily. Remember, say the Klansman them used to take off people's head and put it in the middle of the road, and then set man from both sides to shoot out with police and firemen so they can't take it up. Man if you shoot out, police are try to shoot out with gunman to get to head. You can't even process the crime scene because the Klansman them put the head in the middle of the road and then I challenge the police, I dare the police to go take it up. If social media was around them time, it would have been complete insanity. So yes, as gruesome as this is, let's not reshape the narrative. Let's not pretend like say Jamaica just start go down the road there. Let's not start act like say, oh, Jamaica just reach us. Oh, Jamaica has been there a very long time. A very long time. As I say, if YouTube was as big as it is now, and IG was as big as it was now, back when time James Hines and the Mandela their own, I tell you, Sci-Fi and Scott and them eat the boat, people that vomit up them lunch on a daily basis, right? But all the people from Larris and them side they get to witness it, right? Few people take pictures of them thing, but you know the camera, phone wasn't as prevalent as it is now, right? So a long time thing you go on, people. Let's not get carried away and act like say, you know, oh, Jamaica take a turn for the worst. No, Jamaica has been on that worst turn for a very long time. A very, very long time. Let me touch on something else. I looked at the crime statistics because, you know, so now you can check it out for yourself, right? They've now made it public again. The link for those who want to see it is jcf.gov.jm/STATS/, right? jcf.gov.jm/stats. When I looked at it, guess what happened, people, for 2020? Guess what Jamaica has finally reached? 1,000 murders. Yes, we're there. It's now October, we're in the middle of October, and we're at 1,000 murders. That means that for almost 20 years straight, Jamaica has been having over 1,000 murders. Over 20 years straight. The 1 year where it dropped below 1,000, it was like 976, right? So we can round that up. We reached 1,000 murders, people. And when you look at how consistent Jamaica has been over 1,000, let me tell you something right now. Anybody who tell you say, oh, we need to get in this Prime Minister and this party and this MP and this police commissioner because when them did, you know what the numbers tell me? As I've said many times, none of them have no answer for crime. Crime is a two-party issue. They don't have the answer. I'm not saying they never want to find it, but they certainly don't have it now, and they haven't had it for the last 20 plus years. The first time Jamaica went over 1,000 murders, guess the year? Guess the year, no? Because you know people always push the narrative. Oh, only because when they were 1997. I'll help you. Don't even bother waste your time. 1997. It was 1,038 murders in 1997. That means there are people who are probably even listening to this video now who weren't even alive first time Jamaica go over 1,000 murders. 1997. Check this out. Because you know people always make it sound like crime is a new thing, right? Like let me say, this is all because social media. Now we have access to more information and we can see things. Since Portia Simpson Miller and Andrew Holness days, that's really when social media gets strong. So we have more, there's more spotlight on Portia and Andrew Holness days. But let me tell you something. In 2005, 15 years ago, Jamaica had 1,674 murders. Almost 1,700 people lost their life in 2005. 2009, there was 1,683. I just put this out there because I say people like to shake the narrative. And just because of this, we have to bring in this a long time Jamaica. Listen, 20 years is a long time in anything. In any study, 20 years is more than enough time to come to a conclusion. And the conclusion I've come to is that none of them have the answer for crime. You might get a 100 dip here, 100 rise, 100 drop, 100 rise, 100 drop, 150 drop. That's not no real progress. That not show it's amount of crime. Because every time it drop 150, the next year it gone back up 200. It look like, oh, we get 2 good year. Alright, maybe they want to do something. Nope, next year it gone back up 400. It seemed to me like Jamaica's crime rate is depending upon when the 87s them feel like they want to get hot. And if they not listen to me. So you find a place like Maxfield, where me say, produce so many 87s and can export them. When you see crime low at Maxfield, it's not because the government or the security forces conquered anything down there. It's because the man them does school. Nothing now go on. But when time them get hot, the crime rate rise. It is completely dependent on when the 87s them want to rise up. When the Spanish town drop to 70, right, and them say, oh yeah, things are good, man. Guess what? Right, because remember no people, looking at the stats, last year in St. Catherine North, there were, let me give you the exact figure. Last year in St. Catherine North, there were 70 murders. 70, right? People said, well, see, St. Catherine North, troubled region, right? It's making progress now because guess how much this year? 92, and the year not done. 92 and the year not done because what? The Klansman war start up again. So because the war get hot again, guess what? That 70 we didn't get last year, that will go over 100 this year. Completely up to the 87s, and when them decide they want to get hot. And now, the one little thing, right, even if it wasn't really doing much, right, but now that's the SOE and them thing they gone, you know, Zozo still around, right, but 87s laugh off of them thing there. 87s realize that Zozo can't stop them. There's a Zozo right down there in Maxfield near to William Lane, you know. What a stop. Nothing at all. Then on town, all these places. Them have all these different things, and them say, well, we're going to extend the zones and extend this and move this to go over here, and not change nothing. Not change nothing. 87s are mobile. They are mobile. They're not sitting at any post and that tent. They must stand up at checkpoints. If them stay there, so they must go move go somewhere else. I just find it extraordinary. Another year, 1,000 plus. Incredible. Almost 20 years straight. 20 years straight. We've changed politicians multiple times. We've changed parties multiple times. How much police commissioner, how much chief of defense staff, how much everything. Everything. The whole thing left to do is change the population. The whole thing left to do is change the population. Right. As me say, Jamaica get to a point where we just evacuate the whole island and leave it to the dog and the cats and the goat and the sheep and make them run it. Right. Anyway, people, look over tomorrow's video. We're gonna bring up a Dan where we don't know if people now expect that one now. Not even a good no clue, right? But it's not gonna be Klansman on Sunday. So again, get in the mug, get ready. Special shout out to those who don't know what the Politricks watch mug. You're not gonna need it tomorrow morning. Big up. Patreon squad, you don't know. Thanks to the support as always. PIA, more life. Bless.